Welcome back to the Get Your Ass Up podcast. I'm your host, Tony the Closer. In today's episode, we'll cover two related topics. We'll discuss the feeling of being unprotected as black men, the one-sidedness of domestic violence conversations, and how to avoid toxic relationships. But first, we're going to dive into a shocking and tragic story of a Mississippi woman accused of killing her husband on Facebook Live. Please be advised that this episode will include some graphic content from a Facebook Live audio, so listener discretion is advised. Before we continue, let's take a moment to hear a word from our sponsors. Are you looking for real estate data, tools to help you succeed in business? Look no further than PropStream. With PropStream, you'll have access to nationwide data, powerful search features, and marketing tools all on one platform. Sign up for a 7-day free trial. This is my favorite real estate tool. Everybody knows I talk about it all the time. You can go to www.closersdata.com, CLOSERSDATA.com, and start taking your real estate game to the next level. PropStream, you can get a 7-day free trial. Go to www.closersdata.com. See, I couldn't spell that when I was trying to talk to Snoop because I was a little high, but now I got it under control. All right. And are you guys ready to drive for dollars and find off-market deals like a pro? Download the Deal Machine app today. With Deal Machine, you can effortlessly track down properties, add photos, and find owner information all while you're out driving. Use the promo code CLOSER to get a 30-day free trial. That's the promo code CLOSER for a 30-day free trial. Start driving with Deal Machine today. All right, guys. Lastly, we want to talk about that new book I just released, The Closers AI Blueprint. This book is designed to help you unlock the true potential in your real estate business and beyond. ChatGTP and what's happening right now, guys. I literally want you to understand the power of AI. I created a new book called The Closers AI Blueprint. You can go pick up your copy right now in my bio. You can go to Tony the Closer on Instagram and make sure you go get the copy of the Closers AI Blueprint. All right, so welcome back to the podcast as we continue our discussion and feeling unprotected as black men and the one-sidedness of domestic violence. I want you guys to really take a few minutes to really hear what this tragic story and situation in Mississippi. So essentially what I took from this was there was a dispute between a husband and wife, and the wife ends up going live on Facebook Live, and she's expressing like why she's upset, saying that her husband had been spending a lot of time away from home. It sounded like he had been with his mother, and they had several kids. Obviously, it sounds like there had been some type of previous exchange between them, and temperatures were very hostile. And the husband comes home, and he's trying to basically neutralize the situation by getting some of his things, and he was going to leave. And she just wasn't going for it. And I'm just going to play some of this, and I'm just going to tell you, like, please be advised that this content is extremely graphic. But I want you guys to give me some of your feedback in the comments and let me know what you think. Here we go.
Yeah, people want to have something to say, but he ain't here with his kids. He ain't helping. He left at 6:00. He left at 6:06 to go be with his mama. Instead of trying to.
Why is there got to be a question about do I need to cook for the kids? Why is there a question?
And he don't never have to question. He don't want to question everybody's loyalty. But where is his loyalty at? But he want to talk about me when I am not doing. He want to talk about me when I'm not doing. Talk about unnecessary. Then he talking about calling the police. Talk about I'm gonna get my stuff. But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even be.
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't even come here and cook for the kids.
He
It's,
got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, well he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he got to go pick up his. He got to go pick up his buddy from his job, law.
Well, he need to tell Long he need to get his mama car and go to work.
He pick up his brother-in-law, take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
But
give
then-
nobody helping nobody, but if Long
But he can't put gas in both cars.
That's what I'm saying. If Long ain't getting him no gas money to go to work, talking about people got stuff. Okay, he wanna put it like that. Oh, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here.
Get out the room. Don't.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
Uncle, bro. Boom. I'm talking about uncle. Chill out.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that. Sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. Give me my phone, bro. Don't snatch
What is the
on my move.
conversation you want to have?
What the conversation?
Get out my
He
phone.
said, what's the
Don't touch
conversation?
me. Don't touch me. I'll call the police over here. Don't do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Get on me. Get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Oh, I'm finna send that. Don't get you touch me, dude. Get on me.
Ain't nobody touching.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
call nobody over here.
Oh,
What
baby.
is
She
the conversation?
tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the
Tell your
conversation?
daughter to keep her hands on me.
You don't want to slap me. You don't want to slap me. Hit me now. Hit me now.
Keep her hands on me.
Uh-huh.
What's up, man?
I'm still asking what is the conversation?
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my.
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from over here in P, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
Ain't nobody.
I'm going to take my car key off.
Them my keys.
Stop. Stop. What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation?
Got my phone, bro.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go on.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here helping, taking care of
he
these
ain't straight.
kids.
He want
No, you're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
he wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands on me, bro. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, send that over here. We'll make it easy. Send that over here. I'm gonna do it just like that. Send that over here.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
Jesus, stop.
Send that over here, Jason.
Ain't nobody coming over here.
On me, bro. Sit down. Get your motherfucking hands on me, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop.
Stop touching me.
I'm gonna kill you. Murder scene, murder
Stop
scene.
touching me again.
Stop.
Let go. Touch me. Touch me again. Touch me a motherfucking again.
Stop.
Touch me.
I just have to break the pause for a minute. But I think we all just heard her. Murder scene, murder scene. Murder scene, murder scene. See, what I find very troubling in this situation is you can hear this man multiple times trying to de-escalate this situation and leave the resident. She's multiple times antagonizing him, and many times I've personally been in these situations where I'm on the side of trying to neutralize the situation, and you're getting antagonized, you're getting pushed and prodded, and once you react, you're the one that gets in trouble. As a man, the minute that you react, you're the one that gets in trouble. You lose everything because you're never supposed to react or put your hands on somebody or defend yourself. But I want you to hear this as she antagonizes this man and then yells murder scene.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands on me, bro.
Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so special, man. My keys on me.
Oh, you ain't getting that. Everything in this house belong to me.
Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Then y'all wonder why the kids.
That was certainly hard to listen to, and our thoughts go out to the family and friends of the victim. This tragic event raises many questions and concerns of the role of social media in our lives, even the ever present issue of domestic violence. Could the situation escalate so quickly, right? What steps could have been taken to prevent it? Um, I always talk about emotional intelligence. And, a lot of times when, even in my past, when I put myself in situations, I realized it was just like these quick moments of lapses of judgment. It wasn't like took me 30 minutes to make a bad decision. It was a second. It was 2 seconds. She went from talking shit, murder scene, and it's gonna be a dead body and all these different things, to instant regret. And now everybody's life is changed forever. The children are ruined. The kids are in the house when this happens. Young man loses his life. The mother's going to jail. Just a sad, sad situation. As we continue our discussion and the feeling unprotected as a black man and one-sidedness in domestic violence conversations, let's talk about and discuss 5 tips to help you avoid toxic relationships and create healthier, more supportive connections. If you've been following me, one of the things that I know is I knew the type of woman I could actually deal with, the type of love that I actually needed to be able to be the best man I could be. I think that's something that's really important, is knowing what you need to be able to be the best version of you. And when I found my right partner, um, she knew not to push certain buttons and triggers to try to activate certain sides of me. We protect each other's peace. That's what I love about Nicole so much. I've been in those relationships where there's nothing that de-escalates anything. It's just like we're going tick for tack, and we're at a battle. It's like war, and whoever can say the most hurtful thing is the winner. Picking your partner, understanding your cues is really important. But let's break down 5 tips to help you guys out. Tip number 1: trust your intuition. If you feel like something is off about your potential partner, pay attention to those feelings. Your gut instincts never lie, man. They often are really like red flags that your conscious mind is letting you know what you might not be recognizing. Tip number 2: you got to establish boundaries, fellas. Like, listen, you have to establish boundaries. One thing about me, man, I'm going to make it like, hey, look, here's what I'm going to accept. Here's what I'm not going to accept. Make sure you have a clear and healthy boundaries in your relationships. Communicate your needs. Don't be afraid to enforce those boundaries when necessary, man. You got to put your foot down. Like, hey, listen, fellas, put your foot down on what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept in your relationship. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries, just as there's nothing wrong with your woman setting boundaries for how you're going to treat her as well. Tip number 3: watch for patterns of like control or manipulation. See, like, you got these girls that, man, they got some finesse with them. They used to lying and they used to doing a little funny, weird stuff. If they show you that, if you feel it, man, listen, those are toxic partners waiting to happen. And like many toxic partners use controlling and manipulation as a way to try to control you, man, and maintain power in a relationship. So be aware of those behaviors and don't hesitate to address them or seek help if needed. I got a young boy, man. I want to make sure you young guys out here understand this. This is really critical and important, like how you deal with women in relationships. I know a lot of y'all feel like it's love. You spending X amount of time with somebody, you talking on the telephone. All those different things make your emotions make you make bad decisions. Tip number 4: surround yourself with a strong support system. Having friends and family who are aware of your situation can offer you guidance and be a listening ear can make all the difference when dealing with a toxic partner. Also being open enough to be, a man and having real conversation with your family, your dad, your mom. Like, there's nothing wrong with like opening up and saying, hey, here's what I'm dealing with in a relationship and it's new to me. Talking to your homies about things that's new. Like, we got to start breaking down like what we think is cool, like being able to normalize what healthy relationships look like. A lot of times we never seen it growing up, so like we mirror what we grew up seeing. So it's okay to go out and seek advice or ask questions from other people that are probably more experienced or have a better relationship experience than you have. Tip number 5, man. Listen, if it's necessary, you got to seek professional help. If you're struggling to break free from a toxic relationship, you seeing signs that's getting too aggressive and you feel like you're not safe, like reach out for professional help. Don't be afraid to go to the police if you have to, man. There ain't no shame in that. Like, listen, man, like it's a lot of guys that try to, feel like they too cool to get involved, and then you can end up like one of these situations that we just listened to. It happens too often and it's not talked about enough, but we got to make the right decisions, man. We got to protect ourselves. You know, there's nobody protecting the black man like that. They always talk about protecting everybody else, but nobody says protect the black man. We're here to protect each other, man. I love you guys, man. That's it for today's show. Thanks for joining the Get Your Ass Up podcast. Don't forget to check out all of our sponsors, man. PropStream, Deal Machine. Be sure to grab that copy of my new book, The Closer's AI Blueprint. That's going to help you succeed in all the AI generation tools with ChatGTP. And stay tuned for more of our real talks. And remember, listen, you're not in this fight alone. Keep pushing forward, man, and striving to getting healthier and happier relationships, man. Love y'all. We out.